Good morning everyone, it is 7:30, I've just woken up and today I thought I would do a day in my life, so welcome. This is where the day starts. It's 7:30, I'm awake. I need to try and get the motivation to get out of bed because I don't want to. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you're new around here. So for today's video, if you couldn't tell by that very groggy intro, I am going to be doing a day in my life. More specifically, a day in my life working from home as a social media manager. I have wanted to film this video since I started this job back in January and I just haven't got around to doing it. I wanted to make sure that I felt settled in my job before I did this, and I definitely do now, so I thought today would be the perfect day to film that video for you guys. I used to love filming day in the life videos when I was at uni. It was literally one of my favourite types of video to film and I've missed it, so I thought today that's what we could do. So as you could tell from the intro clip, I started my day at about 7:30. My alarm actually went off at 7, but I'm not gonna lie, I snoozed it, so I woke up at about 7:30, got in the shower. It's now like 8:10 and I start work at 9. I literally work from my room, from exactly where I'm talking to you from now, but I'm gonna go make some breakfast. That's the first thing on my list. I've just quickly got dressed, put on a very tiny bit of makeup. By tiny bit I mean just mascara. I was gonna consider doing like a full face of makeup for this video specifically, but I thought let's keep it realistic. I don't wear makeup every single day. Some days I do. If I wake up early enough, then I might put on a bit more makeup. It honestly just depends on my mood, but I'm not really feeling it at the moment. I tinted my brows last night, so I just shoved on some mascara and I feel like this will do. I haven't even done anything to my hair. I washed it, but that's about it. So generally speaking, I don't really make too much effort with my appearance whilst I'm working from home. I'll show you my outfit in a second as well. But yeah, first of all, my list is to go and make some breakfast. So this is my outfit for the day, very comfy like I mentioned. I'm working from home, so I can wear what I like and it doesn't really matter. Generally, I like to try and wear like a nice top half and then like loungewear on the bottom. So I'm going for this grey jumper. This was from Primark, I think, like 3 years ago. I don't know, it's really old, but I love it. And I've just put on my black flares. You can't really tell, but yeah, black flares because they look nice, but they're super comfy. So yeah, that's my outfit. Very straightforward, very simple. I might put some earrings in, actually, some gold earrings. But apart from that, that's my appearance. So I always start my day off with a cup of tea, and you guys all know by now if you've been watching the uni vlogs that I pretty much always have porridge for breakfast. This morning I decided to just have Quaker oats porridge with banana and Nutella. I literally forgot what I made then. But yeah, I had banana and Nutella, which is literally one of my favourite combos at the moment. It's so good. If you haven't tried it, I would definitely recommend. But yeah, you just can't go wrong with porridge, especially in the winter. I then sat and ate this whilst catching up on some YouTube. I have no idea why this clip was out of focus, but I mean, you get the idea. Usually in the morning I'll either sit and watch some YouTube, read my book, or watch Netflix or something whilst I make my breakfast. Alright, so it's now 9 AM and I'm about to turn my laptop on and get started with work for the day. I usually work 9 till 6, that's usually my go-to. Oh no, this angle's not very good, is it? Oh no, hold on. Is that slightly better? That's slightly better, isn't it? Okay. Let me move my water. Right. I feel like I'm very unorganised. This is obviously a very new setup. But yeah, first thing I will always do on a morning is go through all my emails and everything, because obviously I need to catch up on what's been going on kind of in the evening and when I stopped working yesterday. I also have, I won't show you it properly, but here is my to-do list. You can sort of see it briefly. I don't want to like show too much because obviously I don't know, like I feel like I shouldn't really mention like clients and stuff. Obviously that's not very professional. But yeah, like I mentioned, I'm a social media manager, so my job is to basically look after our clients' social media and like Facebook ads and all of that sort of stuff. So the first thing I will do, like I said, is go through all of my emails and just sort of make a note of anything that needs to be done urgently. I'll open Microsoft Teams and just sort of catch up with anything that I missed yesterday before I get to work on my to-do list. But yeah, first things first is emails. Alright, so after emails are done, the next thing on my list of things to do is to schedule any content that needs to go out daily. So generally with my job, every single day is slightly different, and I know that every single social media manager does things differently, but for us what we do is schedule our content like a week in advance. However, some of our clients like us to do it on the day, or some of us will send us stuff throughout the week that they want going up kind of as and when. So my next plan of action is to schedule anything that needs going up today or in the next couple of days that I haven't already scheduled, and also to check on all of my clients' social media to make sure that their posts went out okay, just because otherwise if it doesn't, we need to sort it out. So yeah, I'm going to do that. It's also worth noting that my day is different every single day, so this is a day in the life, but every single day is going to be different. For example, yesterday I did Facebook ads pretty much the entire day, and today I'm going to be working on content. I will show you a little bit about that later on. Again, I don't really know how much I'm going to be able to show you, but like I can talk you through what I'm doing, if that makes any sense, and sort of explain what's going on throughout the day. I don't think I have any calls today that are like scheduled, but generally like me and my team will just sort of like call each other as and when throughout the day, whenever we want to, whenever we have a question, whenever we feel like having a catch up, that sort of thing. So yeah, that's kind of why I like working from home, is I can just sort of get on with it and then chat to someone if I want to. But yeah. Then at about 11 AM I decided to make myself a coffee, and I actually used some vanilla syrup, which is honestly so good, would highly recommend. But yeah, always gotta stop for a coffee. Alright, so just made myself a quick coffee. I usually have one about this time of day. It's like 20 past 11 now. I would have had it sooner, but I did end up actually having a call. I know I said that I wasn't going to have any today, but I did. So that's kind of what I've been up to for the rest of this morning. My plan for now is, I find that in like March and April, like specifically this time of year, there's a lot of national days happening at the moment, and I want to make sure that I've got content for all of those national days for all of my clients. So that's kind of what I'm doing this morning, is just kind of making a list of all the national days that are coming up, you know, like Easter, Mother's Day, I think it's like Red Nose Day soon, all that sort of stuff, the start of spring, and just gonna like start pulling together some content for that. Tuesdays generally tend to be the start of my like content making days. Wednesdays and Thursdays I dedicate exclusively to making content, but I think I did all of my Facebook ad changes yesterday, so that means that I should only have content to start working on today, which is good. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at now. It's, like I said, it's currently like 20 past 11. I'll usually stop for lunch at about 12:30ish. I think I might try and go for a walk today. I don't normally go for a walk every single day, but I think I'm going to, because it's not raining and I want to kind of make the most of the fact that it's not raining. So yeah, I'll probably catch up with you guys again around lunchtime, or I might do a little time lapse of me working now. Then before I knew it, it was finally lunchtime. This day was honestly going so much quicker than I had anticipated that it would. For lunch I decided to have a chicken wrap with hummus and Cholula and tomatoes, which honestly so good. I sat and read my book whilst I ate this, as you can see, and then I decided to go on a quick walk as well before going back to work. Hello, good afternoon. I'm trying to like move my camera around throughout the day, also it's not focusing, but yeah, I'm trying to move my camera around throughout the day because I'm aware that it's probably going to get quite boring if I'm just literally sat in the same spot all day. But obviously this is just a very typical day in my life working from home. My coat is screwed up on my bed because I went for a walk. Basically we ran out of tea bags, and that's a disaster, quite frankly. So I went over to the shop to go and buy some tea bags, but the queue was really long to pay, and I had a call at 2 o'clock. I know I said that I didn't have any calls today, I feel like I jinxed it because I've now had 3, but I was literally having to run home because I had a call at 2. So yeah, I literally came back in, threw my coat on my bed, and here I've been for the last like hour. It's now nearly 3 o'clock. I don't know where the day is going. I'm actually having a very busy day today, which is interesting. Last week wasn't so busy. This week it's not crazy, but I just feel like I've got a lot to do. So yeah, that is kind of where I'm going to be for the afternoon, is literally just sat right here. I've got my cup of water, which actually needs filling up soon, and yeah, that's kind of where I'm at for the rest of the day. I'm just going to be sitting here beavering away. I might stick on a podcast or some music. Last week I actually watched or finished watching Gilmore Girls whilst I was working, and actually it was really great. I found that it wasn't like too distracting or anything, so I might watch something, I might just listen to a podcast. My camera needs charging, which is great, but yeah, so far I've had a really productive day. Actually, I'm really like impressed with myself. I go through phases of being productive and not very productive. Today was definitely a productive day, so I'm going to carry on. I'm going to crack on with the rest of this work that I've got to do. I don't finish until 6, so I've still got about 3 hours. I'll probably do a little time lapse or something whilst I'm working. But yeah, that is it. Yeah, I've just been making some designs on Canva for like Easter, Mother's Day, the clocks going forward, all that sort of stuff, St. Patrick's Day, literally everything, and just kind of trying to make some fun spring themed content, which is really nice. I've even got some little daffodils sitting right here to inspire me for spring, and I've also got this little print right here, which is from a small shop called We Are Proper Good. I'll link them down below because I think this print is so cool. I love having it on my desk. But yeah, getting into the spring theming today. And then at about 4 o'clock it was time for another cup of tea, yet again, and this time it absolutely had to be a biscuit brew. Hello, so it is now significantly later. It's just gone 5 PM, it's like 10 past 5, which means I have less than an hour to go until my day is done. I've just literally been in a massive work hole this afternoon. My camera battery died, so I put it on charge, and whilst it was charging I just got on with as much work as I could physically do, which I feel really good about. I feel like I've done quite a lot this afternoon, which is great. I've got all of the stuff done that I needed to, which means I'm now just kind of planning what the rest of my week is going to look like, getting some stuff sorted, time to go some loose ends. Generally the last hour of my day is spent like tidying last minute things up, making sure I know what I'm doing the next day or for the rest of the week or whatever, just so that yeah, it's all organised, and when I come on tomorrow I can just get started and I know exactly where I am. So yeah, that is kind of what I'm doing now. I'll probably catch up with you in an hour when I've finished work, and then I'll show you kind of what I like to do in an evening after I finish working, because obviously working from home is a little bit of a different concept. Like, you don't have to travel anywhere to get back home again, you don't have that sort of like break. So yeah, there's definitely sort of a little bit, you definitely have to be quite strict with yourself to get into like a bit of a habit and a routine of winding down after work. But yeah, I will show you what I do at 6 o'clock. Alright, so it's just gone 6 o'clock, which means that is my working day done. I've just quickly got changed into some loungewear. This is definitely the one thing that I like to do after I finish work, to kind of differentiate work and not being at work, especially because I work from my room. So yeah, it's just a lot nicer to get changed after I finish work. This is sort of like my way of commuting, I guess, is putting on some loungewear when I finish. But yeah, now usually what I do in the evenings kind of differs depending on what my week is looking like. Sometimes I'll go out and see friends after I finish work, but on the days where I'm just at home, usually we have dinner about 7. I obviously live with my parents, so I eat whenever they eat because that's what you do. I obviously won't film having dinner later because I'll be with my family, but we normally have dinner about 7, so I normally have about an hour, and usually I try and make that hour really productive. If I've not already been out on a walk that day, then I will go out on a walk, but obviously I've already been out today and I don't need to go out again, particularly I don't feel like I need to. Sometimes I will just sit and read my book for an hour if I'm feeling tired, or I mean, not gonna lie, sometimes I do just scroll on TikTok for an hour, which isn't great, and I try and get out of the habit of doing that. I try and avoid it if I can. But tonight I actually have a YouTube video to edit, which I haven't done for a really long time, so I think I'm going to sit and start doing that. So yeah, one laptop to another, which isn't ideal, but like I said, I haven't really been on my game with YouTube recently and I want to get back on it. So yeah, my plan for now is to edit a video for a little bit and then have dinner. Hello, alright, so it's now much later. As you can probably tell, I've had some dinner. It was actually really nice, and now I've just got into bed. I'm not gonna lie, I've been watching TikTok for a little while. It's like 8:30, and I'm gonna sit and read my book for the rest of the evening, I think. This is the one I'm currently reading, Such a Fun Age. I've just started it like 2 nights ago, so I'm this way through. So far I'm liking it. I'm not liking it as much as I enjoyed the last 2 books that I read, which were Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo and Daisy Jones and the Six, but I feel like they are pretty like top tier books, so I feel like it's to be expected that I'm like now not loving this one as much. I mean, it's still really good, don't get me wrong, but yeah, the other 2 were really good. So I'm gonna sit and read for the rest of the night, and then I'm gonna take off my makeup and do my skincare and stuff in a little bit, so I'll do that with you guys before I end the vlog. And yeah, like I said, the very final part of my day is doing my skincare. I won't go into my skincare routine in depth in this video because it is going to be coming up in another video really soon, but yeah, I always make sure that I do this as much as I can in the evenings. Alright, and then just like that, we're back where this vlog started this morning. It's now like 11 PM and I'm pretty much ready to go to bed. The last thing I like to do in my day before I go to sleep is write in my journal. I've been journaling every single day since the 1st of January. I've not missed a day, and if I have missed a day then I've like made up for it and like, you know, done like 2 journal entries in a day, if that makes any sense. But yeah, it's a habit that I really wanted to enforce this year. I did it a little bit last year, but I just sort of stopped, and I definitely felt the kind of repercussions of it. I feel so much better for it. I probably don't do it like particularly well. There's probably a lot better ways that I could be journaling, like, you know, certain things that I should be writing about and that sort of stuff, but I like to just write about my day, how I'm feeling, my thoughts, anything that's sort of like feeling heavy on my brain. I'll just sort of dump it into the journal and then that'll be it. I find that if I do it last thing before I go to sleep, it helps me sleep a lot better, because otherwise I just end up thinking about stuff, whereas if I've written it down it sort of stops me from thinking about things. And it's not always like massively deep, don't get me wrong. Some days I'll just write about my day, you know, 3 good things that happened, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, it's not always like super deep and meaningful. Sometimes it's just something nice to do as like the last thing in my day. But yeah, journaling is something that I'm so proud of myself for sticking to this year. But yeah, that is the last thing on my sort of list of things I'll do in a day. I hope you guys have enjoyed coming along with me today on a little day in my life. Sorry if it was a little bit boring, to be honest. This is literally like the most realistic that my day could possibly be to show you guys. So I do hope you did enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed seeing what a day in my life is really like, literally every single day. As much as I love filming really exciting days out and trips and stuff, this is what I get up to when I'm not doing those things. So yeah, I hope you did enjoy. Make sure to let me know in the comments if you want me to do anything else like this. Let me know if you have any questions about my job, what I do, all that good stuff. And yeah, I'll see you all again very soon with another video. Bye.